Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I am bringing you a 2 versus 2 that I played in Fall of the Samurai recently. My ally is IndyPride, and my opponents are Good Boy and I guess either Sean Terrapor or Centerapor, I don't know. Depending on how you want to pronounce that. But that's his name there. This is going to be on Alpine Ridge, and this is actually in battle list, so these guys stayed for a second round after this, so this is game 1 of 2 against these guys that I will be showing on this channel. And in a second here, we will go on to the battle. But basically, Indy is using a Fall of the Samurai army. He recently has gotten into Fall of the Samurai, and he plays it differently than most people, though. He brings these Bushido rush armies here. So you can see he's got a ton of Shogutai, and then just some weaker line infantry like these White Tiger Force, one Marine unit there, and such, just to hold fire. So that's what he's using. I am using a Fall of the Samurai army comprised of mainly line infantry, so I'm going to have a Royal Marine, an Infanterie des Marines, some Imperial Infantry, I believe 5 of those, or 3, and 2 White Bears, and then 1 Shogutai of my own. Then I have an Imperial Guard Cavalry, my general, and somewhere more cav. There they are, 2 Yariki. Now our opponents, my opponent has a very nice Fall of the Samurai army as well, and right here he has some Boki taking this workshop. Yeah, that's why they're dismounted. And then here are some Imperial Infantry. I don't know how many he has. Looks like some Shogunate Infantry. Those are basically the same things. And then 2 Black Bears. So 4 Imperial Shogunate Infantry, and then 2 Black Bears, and then these 2 Marines, a Royal Marines and a United States Marines, both of which have 150 range. Then this 1 Black Tortoise Force back here, and his general as well. And here my guys are going to come forward and quickly shoot up these Boki, and my Imperial Guard Cavalry is going to swing in and fire off a volley, making sure that they fully rout, and that to the flank is going to have these guys be shredded. So that unit is no longer a problem. Only 1 man surviving that brutal volley. Look at this guy, last wounded soldier. All the rest of them just died. But Indy's opponent here has a ton of cav. What's this? Naginata Warrior Monk Cav, Yari Cavalry. So this guy is bringing a vanilla Shogun army as well. And, well, not as well. Indy just has a Bushido Rush army there. And he's got 1 really nice heavy gunner over here, which he is leaving undefended, and Indy is about to take out. But these opponents, in both of these battles, they're going to focus on me because they see me as the bigger threat, having the better gun units. And, well, in a sense that's true. By focusing on me, it allows Indy to get his rush army close to them before they actually get any fire on him. And that's the key with this army. You know, in a shootout, this army is going to lose terribly. But once this army reaches their lines, it's over for them. And by focusing on me, they're allowing him to do that. So in both battles, they didn't seem to figure that out. But this guy here is going to quickly charge my flank, and I'm trying to line up units to meet them. This unit here is just going to have to take a charge, getting off a few shots, shooting some of these guys down. I'm turning my other units as well. But right now, here comes my Yariki, and they are going to get a flank charge on these units and pretty much destroy them. And there's IndyPride's Yariki as well, so we're just destroying these guys. His general's in there, who is a melee general, but it's not really going to help him, and my general is shooting in as well, and I'm bringing over these Imperial Guard Cavalry. But right now, my opponent's going to take advantage of the situation and move up onto the ridge here, and my men are really in no position to fight. So I'm going to end up withdrawing here in a second. Although some of my men are going to get off a few shots here. These guys are lined up to fire. But he's going to get the downhill fire. And my Infanterie de Marine's going to start firing as well. They're going to start dealing some damage. And there we go. We're going to rout this unit pretty quickly. And I'm sending in my Shogutai just because they're at a good position to charge and they're not really taking any damage. And you can see these guys just got massacred by my Marine unit. So there goes my Shogutai. But at the same time, I've got Imperial Guard Cavalry here shooting at all of these melee rush units. And my Yariki coming in for a charge to stop them for the moment from getting to my line. But the rest of my line over here I am going to soon be pulling back. And my general's firing as well with this unit here. But we've stopped this fire with my Shogutai, who you can see here cutting through these men. Although they are going to go ahead and rout due to the heavy fire. And look at this, he's shooting a ton of his own men. Just shot a ton of them. Poor guys, friendly fire. It's a pain. And here my general's getting a little bit close, so I'm going to pull him away so he doesn't get shot, and the rest of my army is going to be pulled away as well, because I am not in a position to fight at this time with Indy so far away. As of yet, his army has not seen any action, or his main central army hasn't. His cavalry has helped with my engagement, but here you can see I'm just trying to whittle down these melee units because I need to be able to focus on these units, the gun units, the Fall of the Samurai ones. And these guys charging are just being a problem. I've managed to stop them so far. And look at this, you can see the wreckage of that massive cavalry charge. These guys got slaughtered on my line, and then all of this through here, and there's my one unit that got wrecked, but we dealt way more damage up here on the hill. In the actual shootout, the cavalry was a distraction, but it was also a waste. It did waste his cavalry. It was unsupported, and this guy couldn't, move up to actually support it quickly. And here I had my Imperial Guard Cav on skirmish mode, so that when these guys actually got close, they would run away. And look at this. Monk heroes, they're great, and they have crazy hit points, but that does not stop a bullet. Yeah, so gun units kind of destroy hero units. Kind of a waste of money to me bringing them in a Shogun army against a Fall of the Samurai army, unless, of course, you're talking, and you can just see the surrounding fire here, unless, of course, what I was saying, you're talking a bigger rush army than this. This was very veteranized and a very small army, but at this point, I'm going to pull away again and let my cavalry just shoot these guys up so that he doesn't actually get to damage my men here. And he's going to kill a few on the way back, but his men are going to rout there. And that's going to be that. So my cavalry is doing really well here. My Imperial Guard Cav already up to 162 kills. My general at 182. Just doing a good job all around. And here my Imperial Guard Cav is going to line up to shoot at these guys who are now facing towards Indy. And at this point, aside from this unit back here, this guy's completely surrounded. He's got Indy rushing in from this point. You can see since they were completely focusing on me, he's just now getting a volley off, and it's way too late. His opponent or ally didn't help with this at all. They both focused on me, and now they've left only their two really good units to focus on me, and Indy's kind of encircling him, and now up comes my Marine units, and they are going to start delivering some terrible volleys. By that, I don't mean bad volleys, I mean like just, they do a lot of damage. Guess that wasn't the best wording. You can see some shots are actually coming down on my men from over here. Yeah, the Marine unit in the back. But my men are going to start firing here. And once that happens, it's pretty much it. I have the units on the flank here. These guys are going to just start dropping. You can see these Marine units on the hill. We'll watch from their perspective as they get mowed down. And you can just see the blood go up as several of them get shot. Although they did manage to wreck my Royal Marine unit there in the back. But that's going to be the end of that battle. So that was round 1 of 2, victory for us. They wanted a rematch, and we did it. So that will be coming later, but we will take a look at the statistics of this battle here in a second once we get past this loading screen. The DirectX 11, really, you know, my game gets over 100 FPS while in it, but the loading screens are still long, and I found if I turn off like DirectX 11, it goes just instant loading. But obviously that makes the game look like nicer, so I'll take that for slightly longer load screens. There you can see the stats. I deployed almost the least. My opponent deployed more than me, and this guy obviously barely brought anything because he brought very veteran units, which is not good when fighting Fall of the Samurai armies. Really, numbers wins there because we're going to be shooting you down. Doesn't matter if your units are good, they die just as fast when being shot. So the less of them you have, the quicker they're going to go down, and the less men you're actually going to have. And let's see what else here. I almost, of Indy and I lost the most, and I killed the most as well. And there you can see my Marines doing very well. My General, my Cav, all those units did very well. But besides that, good game to our opponents, and I will see you all with round 2 later. Thank you for watching.